Hey, this is the one about simple ways to save for your down payment and closing costs. So a lot of times when I speak to people about buying a home, one of their biggest concerns is they don't think that they'll be able to have any money for a down payment and closing costs saved. Well, it is true that there are a lot of products out there that can potentially help you with down payment and closing costs, but it's also true that you will need some of your own funds toward closing. So in this video, I'd like to talk about a couple of my favorite ways to save money. When I first moved to this area in 2014, I was super broke, like super duper broke, and I had to figure out a way to pay off debt fast and save money quickly so that way I could start and run my business. One of the first things I did was enact Dave Ramsey's debt snowball. Now, I know some of you may or may not be Dave Ramsey fans. There are certain things I love about Dave, and there are certain things that I don't. But I do love his debt snowball process. How the debt snowball works is, let's say you have a couple of credit cards, a student loan, and a car loan. You're going to put these in order from top to bottom, the smallest balance first to the largest balance. And you're going to organize the minimum payments on it. And on the first line item, your smallest debt, you're going to put as much money as possible toward that debt. And on all of your other debts, you're going to continue to make the minimum payment. So the idea is you're throwing all of your extra money toward that first debt, hoping then that you will gain some momentum like a snowball, that as you are paying that first debt off, then you get motivated. Then you take all of that money once that first debt is paid off and put it toward the second debt. In the land of the debt snowball, the idea is to build momentum. It gets really exciting to see your debts get paid off one by one. And oftentimes you can get a lot of debt paid off very quickly. I know there are other ways to pay off debt, but this one is my favorite. If you need any help, please reach out to me. I'm happy to go through and look at what you have and show you how a debt snowball could benefit you. Now, when you're buying a home, you do not need to have all of your debt paid off to buy. However, if you are in trouble, if you do have too many credit cards, too many loans, etc., and you'd like to alleviate your debt to income ratio before you buy, this is a way that you could do it. So once you do have your debt paid off, you want to make sure to continue to use credit cards and pay them off monthly. This is not what Dave Ramsey says. He wants you to never use a credit card again. But that is really misleading. It is important to have a good credit score in this world in order to live and rent an apartment, buy a house, get a car. It is really important to have a credit score. So even as you are paying your debt off, make sure you are always utilizing some amount of credit and paying it off each month. Very important. Now, once you've completed your debt snowball, that's so exciting because now you're going to have all this freedom in the month. You won't have to pay $50 to this credit card, $50 to this credit card, $25 to this credit card. All of a sudden, you're going to see that you may have some more disposable income. Disposable income is great because then we can assign it to a savings account to save towards your down payment for your new home. Again, I want to emphasize, you do not need to have all of your credit cards or all of your debt paid off to buy a home. However, the debt snowball method can help you if you're feeling the crunch and don't have any disposable income per month to save for your new home. Okay, so what if you were like me in my 20s and you kind of just spent the money as you made it? Not ideal, because if you don't pay attention to something, it's hard to know what's going on. That's obvious. If you don't pay attention to a TV show, you don't know what the plot is, unless you're watching Friends, which I do all the time, and then you probably already know what the plot is. I know! But if you're not paying attention, you don't know. It's just like dieting or anything else. If you're tracking and paying attention to it, you are going to be able to make it grow or lose weight or whatever it is that your goal is. My second favorite way, I didn't say easy, simple ways to save money toward a down payment is using an app called You Need a Budget. Now, I am not getting paid at all to advise you to use this app. Although I am going to put a link below this video that will take you to You Need a Budget, and you can get a code where you'll save a little bit of money if you buy it. I think I get like $5 or something, but I'm not a paid affiliate of You Need a Budget, okay? You Need a Budget is an app and a software system that allows you to track every dollar that comes in and every dollar that comes out. Whoa, most people hear the word budget and they're like, nope, count me out. But I'm telling you, this app is life-changing, especially if you're like me and each of your paychecks are a little bit different, or if you're self-employed, it's hugely helpful. It has changed my life and allowed me to probably triple my net worth in just a few short years. You go in, you can get a trial period, and you'll basically assign all of the money that you have and put it in different accounts, so that way you can make an account toward your down payment savings. Again, I'm happy to help anyone get this set up. There is a little bit of a learning curve up front, but it is so great. And once it's set up and you understand how to use it, it takes just minutes monthly to keep your budget up to date. There's also a lot of YouTube videos and info out there and support for You Need a Budget users. It really is truly a great way to keep track of every dollar you spend and increase your net worth, save for your down payment, and ultimately buy a home. A third simple way that I have used in order to save for down payments on a home is the automatic withdrawal from your checking to your savings account. If it's something that's planned every week, every month, every 2 weeks, whatever works for your budget, then that money can automatically go into a separate account set aside for your home. I find that if you set it and forget it, it really helps to make the process easier. If you have any questions about what you might need for a down payment and closing costs, please feel free to send me a message or shoot me an email, give me a call, whatever, carrier pigeon, and I'd be happy to help. When you start using You Need a Budget, it's interesting because you will see that you are spending money on stuff you don't want to spend money on anymore. So it's very easy upon setup to be like, whoa, I'm spending how much money buying things on Amazon? Wow, I really need to cut that back. Or maybe you are paying for 10 or 15 different subscriptions, HBO Max, Netflix, whatever. It's so easy once you start looking at what you actually spend your money on. You may find $300, $400, $500, maybe more a month that you are wasting elsewhere that you may be able to put aside toward buying a home and building your financial future. Ooh, another simple tip that I have found has saved me a lot of money is if I'm going to buy something online, before I just click buy, I will very often put it just in my shopping cart on that website. And I will make myself go to bed for the night or a couple of nights before I click purchase. If I still want that item 1 day, 2 days, 3 days from now, then I will go ahead and buy that item. Oftentimes, if it's sitting in that shopping cart, I will get an alert that they're giving me a coupon for it because it's been sitting there long enough. So that's a really good tip. Just the other day, I was looking to buy a heated vest because I work outside a lot in the winter time. So I was just looking at the heated vest, put it in my cart on Amazon. 2 days later, they gave me a 30% off coupon. So hey, it works. If you have any questions at all about budgeting, about the debt snowball, about simple ways that I have turned my financial picture around the last few years, please feel free to let me know. I'm happy to help.